All right, our last two examples are kind of special cases. So if we look at the information that's provided, we have a slope of 0, meaning our m is 0. So if we plug m in for 0 and our point here, which is -3, -8, we have -8 equals m, which is 0, times x, which is -3, plus b. Well, 0 times anything is going to turn into 0. So this just turns into 0 here, plus b equals -8. And adding by 0 doesn't change anything. So b is -8. So our equation could say y equals m, which is 0, x, and then b is -8 here. But again, this is kind of a special case. So what we want to remember, one of our special slopes is a slope of 0. And a slope of 0 belongs to horizontal lines. And we have a phrase to help us remember that, HOY. HOY is for horizontal, which is our slope, or lines that go left to right. They have a slope of 0. And their equation actually says y equals a number. That's what their equation states. And so that number, if we look at the equation that we wrote, y equals 0x minus 8, that 0x is just going to turn into 0. And this equation turns into y equals -8, which happens to be the y value of our coordinate. So really, if you have a slope of 0, your equation can just say y equals, and then whatever the y value of the coordinate that we provide is. And that is the fastest way to write that equation. Our other special slope that we have here is undefined. And undefined is a word, it's not a number. We can't multiply by undefined. We can't add or subtract with the word undefined. So this one for sure, you're not going to be plugging anything into an equation. This is one where you're going to have to remember that that special slope that's undefined belongs to vertical lines. And we use HOYVUX to help us remember that. So vertical are lines that go straight up and down. They have a slope that is undefined. And again, you'll see that when you are dividing by 0. So if you have a fraction and a 0 is on the bottom, that would be undefined. You can't divide by 0. If you try to do that in your calculator, you would get an error message, which tells us that that is an undefined slope. And then the equation says x equals a number. And so if we look at the coordinate they gave us, the x value is 3. So our equation would say x equals 3.